Yeah. Yeah, I'm good. Are we live? All right, clap it up, y'all. You know, once again, this is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are under commanding General Yohana. We've been teaching this truth since 1969, that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are, in fact, the true biblical Jews of the Bible, and that our oppressor is the devil. You understand?
Right.
So-called Negro is the real Jew. The so-called Hispanic is the real Jew. The so-called First Nation, the so-called Native Indian man, that's the real Jew of the Bible. That's the real Israelites of the Bible. You understand?
Right.
Tonight, class, we're going to be going over some war updates and a lot of things that are in the headlines today. And we're going to give you the biblical perspective, of course, and what does it mean for Israel? What does it mean? What does it mean for blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians? You understand?
Right.
A lot of us, especially in this time, you know what's so prevalent about it? I don't know if they do this on purpose. Every 4 years, what happens? What happens every 4 years in America? You have what? You have the presidential debates headlining Republicans versus what? Democrats, right?
Right.
And simultaneously, what do you have going on at the same time every 4 years? What's in the news? What's in the paper? The Olympics.
Oh,
We think this is by mistake? We think this is just by chance. Right?
right.
So you can't get on TikTok without seeing Biles, Simone Biles, right? Flip it. You can't get on the goddamn. I saw fencing. They just listen. They gonna get their bread.
Right.
They gonna get them likes. They gonna get them views. They gonna get them shares.
Yeah.
But they just the USA just won gold medal in fencing. Was it a so-called white person? I do not think so, because you know how America is.
Right.
The so-called melting pot, right? Ain't it?
Right.
So they can get them a goddamn Moabite if they want to.
Right.
She's American now.
Is that what that was?
I think it was listen, don't quote me. I think it was an Ammonite or a Moabite.
Right. One or the other.
Look it up for me. Pull that up on your phone. Fencing champion, Olympian, gold medal. Let me know if that's your standard American. But it's been a lot going on in the news. Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, Donald Trump, right? The Olympics. We'll cover all of these topics. We'll cover all of these things. We'll get the commentary. We get the articles pulled up. But, the sad thing is this. Madam, I get on the internet, right? I'm doing my scrolling. I'm looking at the stories, what's going on in the world, right? And you know what I've been noticing, y'all?
What's that?
You can't say nothing about Kamala Harris. You can't say nothing about Kamala Harris if you so-called woke. If you so-called about liberation, if you so-called about, the black folk and you can't say nothing about Kamala. It's like you know what they call the beehive with Beyonce?
Right.
They call their fans the beehive
What?
for Beyonce.
Right.
They call it a beehive because it's like, oh, we all for Beyonce. Nobody come for Beyonce.
Right.
On Twitter or whatnot, you can't talk bad about Beyonce.
Right.
It's like black folk that's in the politics and all this madness stuff like that. You can't, like, I seen, like, it's like literal rants. I mean, ranting, like they build, I think it's like certain cats, like they building their platform on protecting Kamala Harris. You know, we in the age of social media now, more than it was when Barack Obama's era. Social media is the news. You had something.
They said all these women got together and raised $1.5 million for black women.
Yeah.
And then the brother asked the question. Question was, if you can get together and raise $1.5 million for Kamala, why can't you raise $1.5 million and open black businesses for yourselves? You understand? And that's the problem with us, is we want to do stuff for everybody else. Kamala Harris is not even a sister.
Exactly. Exactly.
We spend most of our time
If I
raising up these other nations.
can I repeat what you just said, just so they can hear?
Go ahead, sir.
We raised. Yeah, I hear it now too. It gotta be. It sounds like it's thundering out there. Can you see it from here? But I just want to reiterate what Officer Mathum just pointed out. We endorsing this person so much. Why can't we endorse ourselves? Why can't we endorse our own communities? Why can't we endorse our own sisters, the ones that you see every day? Why can't you endorse your own brothers, the one that you see every day?
Right.
You know why? You don't have hope in your own brothers and sisters. You have, we got hope in us. Can I get in the neck of thine enemy? Just a precept of what I'm speaking. I gotta get the scriptures. Jeez. Angels at work out there, ain't they?
Yeah.
It sounded like it was in the alley. It sounded like the cloud was in the alley behind the damn school.
Right.
God damn. You know what I mean? But I ain't
Want that one in Deuteronomy or the one in Genesis?
Deuteronomy.
My own concept. Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
We serving our enemies. When we go out and vote, this is servitude. We are more or less subservience to this nation. Subservience to this nation. We bow down to this nation. We got hope and belief in and for this nation. So much so, yeah. Please go ahead.
We want to start let's start at 47.
Yeah, give me 47.
Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 47.
And now we're going to give you the biblical perspective of what's going on here. And not only this, Officer Mathum,
Right.
these biblical perspectives help you identify who the true biblical Jews are. These particular traits ain't on anybody else on the earth but the Israelites. The so-called native man goes through this every 4 years. Every political debate, every political race,
Right.
the native man got to go through this. The Hispanic man got to go through this. The so-called black man got to go through this. You understand?
Right.
Give me 1 second. Lord Christ. You upstairs or downstairs? And is the mattress still open? Yeah, he'll open up for you. If not, just give me a call back. All right. Lord Christ. But Mathum, you so right. Like it's like it's disgusting. It's disgusting at certain points. It's like I become like you. It's like having a child
Right.
that want to hang out with the bad guy. Why are you so interested in the bad guys on the corner? Why can't you just come on? I got the game in here. We got air conditioning. We got a pantry full of food. You got a bike. You got internet. You got a phone. you just wanna dip and dab into madness.
Right.
You engulfed in it. You enticed by this age in society. And it's I'm telling you.
Right.
I'm on this internet, I'm on this TikTok. I love TikTok more than the other social medias. Because you get to see, other viewpoints, you get to see what's going on around the world, you get to see firsthand things. So it's a lot of benefits, a lot of other disadvantages also, misinformation. But what I'm seeing is like, yo, when we get in this political field, yo, we are engulfed with it. You say something about Kamala Harris, the mob, Kamala Harris mob coming for you. You understand? You had something on that?
Sir. And it's amazing that you brought that up because Kamala Harris is going in with her propaganda too. You understand? She doing that. What she was a Kappa, Alpha, something like that.
She coming. I want to repeat that. She was in one of them goddamn blackity black sororities.
Yeah.
And they like, okay, she a sister. Use a goddamn culture vulture.
Right.
And listen, I'm gonna tell you straight up, them goddamn Greek sororities is segregated. They are heavily ask the Freemasons. The Freemason organization or fraternity is it's two sides, dum-dum. There's a black Freemason and there's a white Freemason. They're separate. You think them goddamn Q, they all doing all this? They got a goddamn white Q. They got a white version of that. Now, let me ask you this. Do you think they going to the same meets? You think they going to the same meetups and food drives and community outreaches and you think them alpha what's the ones that do the music, man? I ain't go to college. They got a I think it was for the better because I would have been in that joint. They got a bunch of them Greek yeah, please. They got a bunch of them Greek fraternities, man. Listen, man, it's all a bunch of mumble. Don't listen. If you join one of them, don't worry. You can join a real brotherhood, a real sisterhood here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, and not give your soul over to this age in society. Not give your soul over to this world, man. You see what's happening is going on in the earth, man? You better wake the hell up. What's going on? All right? You dealt with that? All right. It gotta be coming down now.
I'm watching it on the screen right here.
You see the rain? It's real bad. I hope it ain't raining in the morning. Hey, Lord in Christ. Shalom, sis. Shalom, sister. But what scripture we at again? We in Deuteronomy, right?
Chapter 28, verse 27.
Hey, we in Deuteronomy 28, verse 27. All right.
47.
See, I ain't messing with you. No, I'm good. I'm good. Hey, what was I mentioning though? We so engulfed. We so hey, the topic of the night. We talking about what's the title? Wars, politics, news and commentary.
Wars, politics, news, and commentary.
But really, right now, what I'm focusing on is how engulfed we've become in this age in society. You understand? You want to give him a hand? You can give him a hand. But nonetheless, moving on. Black man can't say nothing about Kamala Harris. Why? You can't talk about the atrocities. You can't even talk. Like you can't. It's like you damn near shunned. But you damn near shunned like you didn't did a goddamn crime in the community.
Right.
Because you want to talk down on Kamala. Listen, you can't even speak bad about Kamala Harris. Last time I checked, she worked for the feds. My bad. I thought we was against the feds. As far as black people concerned, my bad. But though,
She's actually doing her best black thing too.
oh,
See her,
she code. You know what they call that? Code switching.
yeah.
She doing her best imitation of a Negro. You should be absolutely offended. She come up there with a goddamn bottle of hot sauce, out there dancing, out there. You know what she went to? She went to the Olympics. She went to the old.
You see her buying the old albums.
It's theatrics, yo. You should, black folk, Native Indian and Hispanic should be offended because that's our thing. And you know, white folk just got in the vinyl. What, like vinyl was like a black thing. Everybody, grandparents, father, always had old records. Always had old vinyl. And you would look at it as a young child, what is this? Like you want tapes. You want tapes and CDs now, and now we even got tapes and CDs. But that vinyl era, we've been through our vinyl era. She's a culture vulture.
Definitely that.
You know, I don't like sometimes I feel like I be murmuring, clamoring.
No, you know, it's
But go ahead. Go ahead.
shameful because our sisters are falling for it. You understand? Our sisters are out there standing up for
The water.
women.
We got ice.
The woman
It's dirty.
The woman said she's not doing anything for just black people. And
I seen that.
she stood with Joe Biden when Joe Biden did something for just Asians.
Right.
She stood with Joe Biden when Joe Biden did something for just the transgenders and just the LGBTQ community.
Hey, thanks for the likes, chat. Get them likes up. Thanks for the likes. Go ahead.
They've done everything for single people.
Right.
Single people, but when it comes to so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives,
And-
she said she's doing nothing.
She wanted. Yeah, I know. I seen that. I seen that video. It's going viral on TikTok right now. And let me mind you this, right? If ask yourself this: why wasn't anything said when they did something for the Asian community?
Right.
If they can do something for the Asian community, they can do something for the LGBTQ community. They can do something for all of these subcategories of people. You know why they don't want to do something for you? Because you're the subservient of this nation. That's why. But as soon as they need your ballot, here comes the hot sauce. Here come the goddamn hot sauce and the black marching bands.
And the sneakers.
And forget about it. Sneakers and a goddamn woman suit.
Right.
You're a joke. You're a goddamn joke. And y'all might see this online. Oh, they're pro-Trump. They're pro-Israelis. They're pro this. They're pro that. Nigga, we pro the nigga God. That's what we pro. That's the only pro that we about over here. You understand? We ain't pro-Trump either. Trump, listen. You gotta watch your mouth on the internet. Ain't no free speech on the internet.
Right.
This okay, I'm gonna give you the correlation here. Kamala Harris, and we're gonna get a little bit more Wednesday on it, right?
Right.
Is it tomorrow or Wednesday? Tomorrow, we're gonna get a little bit more on it. Kamala Harris, Joe Biden too, and Trump, them niggas is the same nigga.
Right.
Okay? Yep. To be plain, you know what I'm saying? You voting for an image. You voting for a God. You voting for an image, something that portrays you. You's a racist. You's a goddamn selective racism. You voting for Kamala and you on Kamala's side because she looks like you.
Right.
She appears to be a Negro. I get it. We get it. You did the same thing with Obama. And guess what? Obama was going down there on that border. All them Democrats talking about, Yeah, we gotta go against Trump and be against the border. Obama was about locking them Hispanics up.
Right.
He wasn't just vocal. Let's not get political. I mean, the topic is political, so we getting political. Salakia, if you don't want to talk about it, okay? All you goddamn cabbers and Qs, y'all rallying behind this. This is your Greek God. Y'all bowing down to this goddamn heathen, huh? Meanwhile, you don't even understand and recognize that she's a filthy, disgusting heathen. What was the number one prosecutor in Baltimore? Mosley? That's a nigga. That's why they tried to lock that nigga up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Kamala Harris, she was about locking Negroes up, and she called herself the top cop. Go back into her political campaigns running for those other offices, right? She called herself the top cop. Come on, bro.
You know they said.
And
They will bring up if they happen to debate.
the top cop. I can't wait. You know why? Listen, we ain't Trump fans here. But everything that's going on with Trump, with Biden, with Kamala Harris, this is like a goddamn movie.
Right.
This is the most theatrical presidential race ever. Nigga get shot, nigga drop out, then they got a bitch come in. This is not normal. If the world ain't ending, come on, forget about it.
Selling sneakers and ear patches.
Yo, let me get off here, Mathum. Hey, Mathum, let's get back to this. Let's get back to the scripture before we get off the rails here. Because you know this is the thing, Awesome Mathum. We engulfed. That's the point of the script. We engulfed in this age of society. We can't recognize and understand how far gone we become.
Right.
Please read that scripture.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 47.
Mm-hmm.
Because thou servest not the Most High thy power.
We don't serve God. You know what we serve? City council.
Yep.
And we need to go down to city council. We need to pass this legislation. It's gross. Officer Mathum, Officer Bakar. We gotta get a new chair. It's gross how we have hope. All of a sudden, it's like, okay, we got faith in here, in the scriptures, in the truth, the Most High in Christ. They got faith in America. You see you see where their spirit is?
Yeah.
They got faith in Kamala Harris. They got faith in Barack Obama. They got faith in politics. They got faith in this place here. That is absolutely insane. They feel like they picking God out there. Them Christians feel like this is what God want.
Right.
What's the politician? I'm gonna get to the scripture now. Salaki. Bear with me 1 second. Reverend Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson. They went political. It's like damn near. If you good enough at being a reverend, you good enough at being a politician. Please go ahead before you blow up in 1,000 pieces, but please go ahead. I'm messing with you. Go ahead.
They both do the same job. They lie to black people. They lie to the Hispanics. They lie to the natives. You understand? A pastor, a preacher, a minister is the same as a politician. They want to appease you to get as much out of you as they can without giving you anything. That's their job.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right about that, Madam. What we got? Let's read on.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 47.
As a matter of fact, I want the one in Genesis too, because that's talking about Judah specifically. But read this though.
You want to finish this one first?
I do.
Because thou servest not the Most High thy power with joyfulness, and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things. Verse 48, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
We serve our enemies. We serve them. We think we free because you don't see physical change. You don't see physical change. You don't see the overseer watching you stock the shelf or listen. They got cameras for that, man.
Right.
They got tracking devices for that. Listen, you're being overseen. They see you talking to your homegirl on the clock, and they talking about it. They listen, y'all. If more than ever, we are more oppressed than ever before. Please continue.
Which the Most High shall send against thee.
They sent. We want to join a place. We want to be a part of a place that's a punishment.
Right.
That's a punishment. And we want to join and be a part and be collective with them. You understand? Go ahead.
In hunger.
And what?
In hunger.
We go for them for hunger. And look what they do with that. What y'all seeing in them grocery stores ain't inflation, bro. You know Target got caught up with an email or something leaked. They started to capitalize off of the COVID and the prices rising. That's why Target so. That's why nobody want to go to. That's why regular niggas don't go to Target. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I do not go to Target unless it's convenient. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm going to Walmart.
Right.
I'm going to Walmart before I ever step foot in a Target. I feel gross when I go to Target. You know who go to Target? Bougie niggas.
Right.
Hey, listen. Can I speak freely, y'all?
Go ahead, sir.
It's bouginess. You go. Listen. It's wrong reason you go to Target for bitches and being bougie. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Maybe I'm speaking out of turn, but let me know if I'm wrong, Bakar. But that's the truth.
The truth.
You know what these dumb bitches be doing? I'm gonna get a little off the rail a little bit. Bitches get dressed up and go to Target.
Right.
They ain't got nothing they need out of Target. How the fuck we talking about Target? Hey, let's move on. Where we at? What I say? One of all things. What they doing in the grocery store is not inflation. Inflation is based off of oil prices, gas things, and stuff like that, right? They capitalizing off of it, trying to gain profit off of what's going on in the earth, yo.
Right.
It's extortion. I remember when you can get a goddamn 2 liters for $4. I remember the deals. I go to the corner store. I'm gonna get 2 Pepsis, $4. Two for $4. I go in the goddamn corner store. It's goddamn $3.50 for a goddamn 2 liter. You want to tell me because gas then went up 50 cents, the goddamn Pepsi a dollar more? The white man, the oppressor is the devil, yo. The oppressor is the devil. You can't buy a goddamn house. I was listening to the news. I was listening to a local journalist, Josh Spiegel on 98 Rock today, right? He brought out a story talking about the housing market.
Right.
A starting home in many cities right now, $1 million. No, I'm talking, listen, 1 bath. Listen, 1 bath. No. 1 bath, 1 bedroom. In particular cities. And then the other houses is 1 million in other cities. I wish I had an article to pull up. But this is not inflation. Right? This is extortion. This is oppression. We're talking about a Great Depression. It's not just good, it's great. They don't want to call it that though. Yo, buddy, what's the president's name? He probably don't even know his own name at this point. Joe Biden. We are living in a Great Depression, far greater. If you look at the statistics, far greater than the Great Depression that was in the 20s. You want to get an article? You want to bring the article out? Nice and loud.
Starter homes are worth $1 million.
Listen, yo. Come on, listen. I be on my news, bro. I be on my news. Josh Spiegel, he's the devil too, but I ain't gonna get into that. He said starter homes. Go ahead.
Starter homes are worth $1 million.
Are worth what?
$1 million.
Starter homes are worth $1 million. You just got out your mom's house, just graduated, you just got that corporate job. Got a little student loans, got a little car note, got a little wife, and then you get stopped at the door with what? A starter home? You think you done made it. You finally got the job. You got the degree. You got the wife. You got the little one coming, right? All right, I think, you know what, honey? I think it's time. Let's go get our first home. Well, let's bring this out, Bakar. I know you read. You shake your head. Go ahead.
In more than 200 U.S. cities.
More than two. I think it's 237 or 267. Listen, yo, I'm trying. Listen, yo. Y'all think they think I be talking out the side of my neck, Matham. They think I be talking out the side of my neck. I'm telling you, I'll be on it. Go ahead.
The typical starter home for sale is worth $1 million or higher.
Worth what?
$1 million or higher.
And your grandfather, your great grandfather, you know what he paid for that house? $30,000.
Yep.
Between $30,000 and $50,000. Listen, you know, for the same house, for the same house. Now, if you put it on the timeline and wages at that time and wages now, surely this depression supersedes any depression ever in life. Go ahead.
The cost of homes has skyrocketed during the pandemic due to housing shortage.
No, that's okay. It says housing shortage, but yo, listen. I work in the building material industry. You know how much drywall is getting pumped out daily? You know what they need that drywall for, right? You know what they need that lumber for? You know what they need that concrete for? They need that for housing and buildings, and they don't stop. They've never stopped building. You think listen, yo. Madame Bakar, I'm trying to tell you. You think New York, right? You think New York done building. They just building up. There's no more room, so they just build in the sky. You know how many trucks is going up to New York every day, yo? It's a ridiculous amount, yo. Yo, I'm not even going to get into this. I'm telling you, it's not an inflation. It's extortion. Oh, come on, please.
They said the cost of homes has skyrocketed during the pandemic due to housing shortage, heightened demand, and increasing inflation. The real term is increasing extortion. They taking advantage of particular scenarios. Give me the scripture where it said, hey, no, not you. I want you to hold that. Because I want to finish that. And I want to go to Genesis too. Okay. Hold on. Just let's finish this first. And I'm gonna get when it talks about the thieves gathering the grapes. I know y'all familiar with that. We'll get that after this news right here. Go ahead. A new report on Zillow found that the typical starter home in some markets is way above what the average American can afford.
The average American making what? Between $50,000 and $70,000 a year. If even that. Really 35 to 50, to be honest with you. It's not even. And this the worst thing about it, Bakari and Matham, and everybody else in the class too. I'm teaching y'all too. Don't think I'm excluding y'all.
But people that's voting for Kamala Harris, or people that's voting any people, like we have a what's the word I'm looking for? Like we have like we really okay. We have a not that's not the word. You on it though. It's like you ever like when you confirm something, what's like unconfirmed? What's the opposite of confirmed? Well, like we feel like we so invested in it as if this society and this political system is confirmed to work. That's what I'm trying to come across. Like they think, okay, boom, we get Kamala Harris, housing market going to get fixed, inflation is going to stop, cops going to stop killing black people. We thought the same thing with Obama, yo. We thought the same thing with Obama. It only got worse. It got worse at the border with Obama. Nobody want to talk about that though, right? My bad. Not even Trump. Trump probably big him up on that one. You know what I mean?
Right.
Shoot. Trump probably big him up on that joint though. Where we at though? Let's finish this article off, and then I want that scripture about the grapes. I don't want the grapes yet, but I want the article first. I want to finish the article because this is the point I was making about the inflation versus extortion. Please, and then I'm gonna get back to your scripture. Then we'll go to the grape part. Please go ahead.
5 years ago, there were only 84 cities where the typical starter home was valued at $1 million.
Meaning at that point, even at that point, it was like considered rare, right, for particular houses to be valued so high. Cities with so-called prominent people that can afford a house that was worth $1 million. You think $1 million? You talking about mansion status, right? These houses is going for $1 million. We're talking about goddamn Randallstown. Right. We talking about like, I'm talking about Marysville. Up the street by that your joint that you got your joint from. Listen, bro, it's $1 million house up the street. Up the street before you get to like Deer Park and all that area, $1 million houses. I'm just, it's getting real. It's getting crazy, yo. Randallstown is this goddamn damn near city, and you talking about 3 clicks up the road, you got $1 million house? My thumb, yo. Listen, I wanted to end on time. I wanted to end.
Those houses out in Woodlawn they just built.
Woodlawn too? Woodlawn got it too?
Got new houses out there.
In the cut?
Yeah.
And you big-headed Negroes, listen, yo. You big-headed Negroes, y'all. These big-headed, you know what them big-headed Negroes did? They went out Randallstown, got them a $300,000 house, thinking they was big time. They could have stayed home, dum-dum. Go ahead, come on. Go ahead. Listen, go ahead. Let's get it.
Between 2019 and 2024, starter home values increased by a whopping 54.1%.
That's extortion. How does the housing market double? How does the housing market? They gotta pass a law. Listen, we got hope and faith. They're gonna see what's going on down here. They're gonna pass a law. They're gonna pass some legislation to stop the inflation and blah. This is capitalism. This is a Republican. You ain't stopping that. Shit. Let me get a grant. Listen, they give me a grant, bro. They get Commander General Hunter a grant for something. They gonna see affordable house. It's gonna drop prices in the neighborhood. Let me get a facility, right? I'm like, excuse me, sir, Mr. Such and Such, but I think your prices, you could be making so much more money, sir. And if we can all make money, we can all make money together. Listen, this ain't about money. Niggas can't afford a goddamn groceries. You talking about, and they conspire. Listen, there's stories out there and articles out there that these housing developments, they conspire with each other to raise the rent each year. Let me get a listen, y'all. Boy, I'm gonna be in the goddamn boardroom with Mayor Brandon Scott. Sir, you're gonna have to raise your prices. Everybody's losing money because your prices are too low, sir. It's a 3-bedroom apartment for $500, sir. You can be making so much. Listen, it gotta be $500 because they got 3 damn kids, dummy. You got 3 kids. You a single mother, single father, 3 kids, and the goddamn rent $3,500, $2,500, $1,800, and you making what? What was the average you in this article? In this article, you mentioned what was the average? Give me that average real quick. Oh, did I just mention him in myself? $50,000. $35,000 to $50,000. I remember 10 years ago. I remember like it's yesterday. I talked to my homeboy mother. She was homeboy mother. It was an Edomite. He was a brother. It's like, yeah, you gotta make 40,000. You gotta make at least 40,000, 50,000 a year. Yes, ma'am. I'm a young cat. This decade plus ago. And I'm like, okay. And 10 years later, you gotta make double. You gotta make double. If you ain't making 100,000 a year, listen, bro. You ain't making 100. You scratching the surface, y'all. Literally. How the hell did it get double? You think that's inflation? Yeah, like we think the prices of everything then gone up. Everything gotta. Man, they kicked me off of TikTok. Did I say something bad? Yo, they kicked me off TikTok, bro. I don't know what I did, bro.
You're giving away that crucial information. They don't want you telling people that.
I think I said nigga too much. Maybe was it a nigga? I don't know. Now, court. This is the media department gonna be mad. Captain, please chill out. And class. Okay, no, I'm chilling today. I'm chilling tonight. Listen, cause I work late tomorrow, so I can stay off a little bit. All right, where we at? Let's finish the article, and I'm gonna go back to the scripture. Damn, man, I'm mad as a bitch about TikTok. My numbers is probably going. You know what? They be hating on goddamn social media, y'all. Go ahead, come on.
Between 2019 and 2024, starter home values increased 54.1%, contributing to the delay of first home purchases for many young Americans.
So it was a delay in purchasing. So yo, and because it was a delay of purchasing, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just raise the price. Does that make sense? If there's a delay in profitability, your first reaction is to raise the price. Think about that.
Trying to recoup that money.
If any other, please, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's almost like the middle class and the lower class, they merging them all together as one class, making a bigger gap between upper class and everybody else.
Oh yeah, classism.
That's capitalism at its best.
Officer Mathum said it best just now. That's capitalism at its best. This is another way to separate black people, blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians. Because guess what? I ain't in the same circle as certain Negroes that's in a certain tax bracket. They ain't in my circle. And guarantee if I was in that tax bracket, I wouldn't be dealing with them anyway. You know why? Because they turned their back on black folk. They turned their back on black folk for some goddamn avocado toast at a barista. You want that lifestyle? So be it. Listen, I don't give a damn how much money I make. I'm gonna be in the ghetto. You understand? Salagia. I'm gonna be in the ghetto. You understand? Daily. Where we at? Any more in that article that was on? Let me get my scripture.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemy.
We serve our enemies. We serve our enemies in everything we do, everything we say, everything we feel, and every breath that we take. We don't even recognize and understand it. Like Negroes out here talking about, oh, they on the internet backing Kamala Harris for free. For free. She get donated millions of dollars to run ads, commercials, appearances, and you on the internet yelling, screaming, you talk about this about Kamala Harris, you know, blah, blah, blah. I'm looking at these niggas like, bro. And half the times they be effeminate homosexual men or a woman. No, that's no exaggeration. I have not seen an actual man with some goddamn strength back Kamala Harris yet. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody see somebody? Entertainer, regular Negro, at all. Anybody seen it yet? I thought it was just me. I thought it was just me. But we serve America. We serve his politics. We serve his legislations. We in the neck. I think you got the neck of thine enemy, or you got that next. But read on. I'm saying this to build up to the other precepts. It's very important and it's imperative. Please.
Which the Most High shall send against thee
Mm-hmm.
in hunger
Mm-hmm.
and in thirst
Uh-huh.
and in nakedness.
Uh-huh. And in nakedness, in the things that we wear, even down to the very fabric. You understand? Go ahead.
And in want of all things.
And the one of all things, what do we want? We want freedom. We want liberation. So we think we're going to find that through a political campaign. We think we're going to find that through Governor Westmore. We think we're going to find that through Mayor Brandon Scott. We think we're going to find that through Kamala Harris. We think that we're going to find that through the city council. That's what we think we're going to find these things. But we only going to find those things through what? Through the Lord.
Right.
Through the Most High in Christ. That's the only way we're going to actually find true and raw liberation. Anymore.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
He did what?
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
He put a yoke of iron upon our neck. I'm going to get to the next point. I'm going to give the correlation here. It's going to tie everything together. They put a yoke of iron upon our neck. Everybody understand? They put chains on us. They put us in cages. They still do it to this day, right? They put a yoke of iron upon our neck and break us down to the very residue of what we become today. So much so, read on.
Until he have destroyed thee.
Until he did what?
Until he have destroyed.
We are so destroyed that we'll get on the internet for free and endorse Kamala Harris. We're so destroyed to the point where we get out and say, we got to go and vote for Kamala Harris. No chain, no whip, no cage. We've become embedded and engulfed in the age of society that is against us. But them cages had to be there for that, though. Those chains and that yoke of iron upon our neck had to happen for us to get to this point of servitude. You understand? That's what we don't recognize and understand. Please, please give me the neck of and the neck of thine and the Genesis, the one in Genesis, and then I'm gonna get the one. You holding the one with the grapes? Hold. I think it's the one that Obadiah, but hold both of them. But I want this one first. All right. You got water in one of these too? Soda. Give me Genesis, please.
Genesis chapter 49, verse 8. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise.
Hold this. This is specifically about the tribe of Judah, but this also applies to other tribes too, but more Judah because of where we are and how engulfed we are. It's going to explain, it's going to give you a characteristic about Negroes. Go ahead.
Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemy.
Thy hand, it said thy hand. What do you do with your hands? You work. You orchestrate. Go ahead.
Shall be in the neck of thine enemy.
Shall be in the neck of thine enemy. We in the neck of thine enemy. We absolutely engulfed in this age and society. To the point where it's gross. So to the point it's like average Negro got hope in America. Like I used to look up to brothers like what's the brother that ran this year? The professor. Cornel West. Man, I used to think I used to listen to Nas and KRS-One and listen to Cornel West. I think I'm getting smart. I'm getting man. But I'm in the truth now. I'm like, yo. And then I'm seeing, like, even back then, especially with Obama, you know who was real big on endorsing Obama? Cornel West. Nas. I was with them. And now I'm looking now like, yo, these niggas is dumb. You know what I mean? Like, bro. And then, okay, like Cornel West, they meanwhile with Nas, but they not in the truth. You know what I mean? They not in the truth, so it's like they gonna make those mistakes. Please.
It's almost like the smartest man in the world can barely hold the door while doorman in the truth.
Yeah. A doorman got to be an officer. A trooper can't be like a trooper better than him. A young man got more knowledge and wisdom than him. And I'm not taking nothing from them brothers. I love them brothers dearly. But it's like, bro, you lost just as much as the brother with nothing. Nas is a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Cornel West is prestige and academics and wealth and notoriety and recognized in the earth. All those things are great. Everybody understand, right? But when it comes to actual change for your home, your community, your city, they don't have the solutions. You know what they have? They have hope and dreams for America. And I'm like, bro, like, yo, that's crazy. Like, you know, regular Negroes just a regular Negro in around the way can look through that. Can look through Brandon Scott, like Brandon Scott from Baltimore, but he got other aspirations. He ain't trying to be the man. He want to be lieutenant governor, and you know, so on. He's still young in his career. And even Governor West, he don't want to be governor of Maryland. He's trying to get to the Senate and other seats and stuff like that. Everybody can see it. They not for us. That's why the money goes down the goddamn drain. Yo, all this like, bro, yo, listen, you from Baltimore. You got the power and authority and the money. And in your own very office, you letting all this money go out to waste, and you from Baltimore? And you from West Baltimore too, right? He from Pimlico? He from Park Heights. You a fuck. Yo, I'm better. Yo, listen, yo. You from one of the that's an extorted area too. Because listen, they put up Pimlico and they lied to the people of Park Heights. They lied to the people of that area. They said what? We're going to use this money for the schools and the community and for the people in this area. And what do they do? Nothing. And you know what? And then 10 years later, what do they do? This casino, we're going to get money for the schools and the community. And another 10 years, what are they going to do? We're going to do the same thing. We're going to fall for it every time. Come on, Don, please.
Sir, I want to go even heavier than that. In 1973 or 74, when the lottery first started,
And Maryland. Oh, let's get 1973.
city schools, it's money supposed to go to city schools.
1973, Maryland Lottery. Maryland Lottery, let yourself play. Y'all know the jingle. Go ahead.
That's the 3-digit. When that first started,
The three digit.
first started,
Right.
you understand? The problem is for us, is they understand that we believe in promises that have always been broken. Our oppressor has always broken promises to us. Look at the Native American Indians.
Right.
I mean, think about emancipation. We talked about that last week. To be emancipated means only to be taken from
You want to get on stage, Jack, real quick? I'm fucking with you. No, I know. I be the same. When I'm in your seat, like I don't know if you did too. When I'm in your seat, I be the same way. I go ahead, please.
But we keep believing.
Exactly.
They say we free.
Right.
They emancipate you, then give you the 13th Amendment so they can re-put you back.
If I could, so they can know what you're saying. When my thumb was just saying, y'all, we're gonna get that up and right soon. What my thumb was saying, they keep giving us lip service. They keep giving us promises over and over again. Listen, y'all don't take what they give us for granted. They're giving us clues every day. Like, what's going on social media and the news right now? Like I mentioned earlier, my thumb, it's theatrical. It's like I look at it, it's sad, it's extremely sad. Then I look at it like a movie. And it's like I'm looking at my people like, yo, we falling for it. We falling for it so heavily. And the scripture that we bringing out is so vital. I'm just trying to tie it home with them. Did you have anything else to say on the please? If you please continue. And listen, because you know I'm gonna tie it all in though.
Right. But we good. Go ahead.
But them was bringing out like as far as back at 73. They give us the same lie decade after decade after decade, all the way back to the Native Indians, right? Let's get the scripture, and we're gonna tie this all together. This here specifically talking about Judah, but other tribes carry on this characteristic as well, but more Judah in this particular region. Go ahead.
Thy father's children shall bow down before thee.
Can you read it from the top, Okasha?
From the top, Genesis chapter 49, verse 8. Judah, thou art he whom the brethren shall praise.
Okay.
Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemy.
Like we in the neck of thine enemy. Recognize and understand this. That's our state. We're totally engulfed. Like the reason I brought that it was so fitting that that scripture that she brought up before in Deuteronomy 28. They broke us down to the residue.
Right.
They broke Judah down so much. They broke us all down. So much to the residue that we involved in their political system. Right? We're in the neck of thine enemy. We're in the neck. So much so. Now we want to run for president. We want to run for particular and then hold them seats, and not do for our own nation, Mayor Brandon Scott, Governor Westmore. You just a goddamn proxy for some goddamn devil. You's a proxy. You understand? You still work for the feds, dummy. You don't work for us. Like maybe back then, maybe 60s, maybe 70s. It was like, all right, we get in, we do this. Maybe. But the money, the greed, the power, it got to them folks in the pillar. That's why Reverend Al Sharpton is a goddamn politician now. And I don't even know why they still calling him a reverend. And when he get on stage, he always doing some gay stuff. He like 2 years ago, he did some gay stuff with a goddamn microphone. Looked like he was blowing off a goddamn rod. Al Sharpton, you don't even see. What's the other one? Listen, Jesse the Jerry Curl Jones. Okay, you know he was up there endorsing abortions at a point in time. Where we at? Let me get the scripture. This real quick. Before we get this scripture, these precepts are very important. Important in this. It helps us understand reality a little bit more than what we perceive it to be. Your grandmother, your mother, our elders, they stuck. We just lucky to get out of it. You know, before the truth, we'd be like, yo, y'all voting? You know, Kamala, she in there now, boom, we got a chance. You know, meanwhile, we got a goddamn black mayor and a black governor. We got thousands of vacant houses and yo, this is ill. Yo, you know what? You got a black mayor, grew up in Baltimore. We got a black governor. You ever hear the term, oh, we're going to change the system from within? Meanwhile, they get within it and they get changed. they get in the system and get changed. What's that? The Borg?
Yeah, the Borg. Remember Star Trek: The Next Generation?
Okay, listen, I ain't Star Trek or Star Wars. That's before me. So,
It was an entity called the Borg.
go ahead.
And the Borg made you feel like it was better to be a part of the Borg than your planet. We can make you better.
Dang.
Once you got into the Borg, you became the Borg, and the Borg destroyed everything that you.
Governor Moore is the Borg. He's part of the Borg now. You understand? You know, for those who understand the reference. Okay, not everybody. We ain't on TikTok, so I think. Mayor Brandon Scott is a part of the Borg also. When we met him at it wasn't the Artscape coming up this weekend. Is it this weekend? Everybody about Afrin more than Artscape. Artscape ain't even a thing no more. I think we might be in Richmond. We might be in Richmond. You know what I mean? It was what? DC, Baltimore. That's how we doing it. But the next time Baltimore comes up, it's Ocean City though. I'm trying to put it in that. Y'all online, don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. This is the work of the Lord, you understand? But initially, getting back on topic though, and I still want the grapes. The neck of thine enemy. It's a heavy thing, because I get emotional about it. It's like yo, you ever seen it's this movie called Percy Jackson. Percy Jackson, bring me the bolt. And there's a scene in there where he's like, they get like induced by this flower or something, or they had some party, and he's in a trance. Like our people are like in a trance.
Right.
And it's like we not. That's where the term woke come from. Everybody understand?
Come on, come on, sir.
So hey, look. Let's get some more scriptures. Let's finish that off.
When we finish that scripture, that one.
Shit. Hey, was that KJV? Make sure that's KJV.
Come on, sir. That's all I got.
We in the neck of thine enemy. Anything else after that? Hold it. Any more on that though?
Oh, you said that,
Neck of thine in Genesis.
that was the 49 and 8. In the neck of thine enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Father's children shall bow down before thee.
Father's children fell. No, okay, now
Thy father's children.
that's talking about Christ and everything. Because Christ is in the line of Judah. It goes on to talk about the scepter and everything, right? The scepter should not be removed.
Yep.
Yeah, that's talking about Christ. Don't listen, don't be in here getting tribal. Hey nigga, we the top tribe, they're gonna be bowed down to Judah. You know how niggas get salagi. No, they talking about they talking about Christ right here. It's talking about the scepter in this particular portion. But other than that, in the neck of thine enemy, he's talking about us abroad. But bowing down to thee and the scepter, that's talking about the lineage of King David going down to Christ. Everybody understand? That's when you bringing out your precepts about Christ, you can always go back to that scripture. Because King David was what? A Judite, tribe of Judah, Christ, lineage, boom, boom, boom. And then from there you go to other precepts to prove that who is where Christ comes from, you know, type deal. You can absolutely use that. You can absolutely, because they on that Ishmael joint. Yeah, they on that Ishmael joint. So it talks about bow down to Judah. It's specifically talking about that particular family, Christ's lineage. I mean, David's lineage to Christ, and that's where the authority will come through. All right. Can I get the, you had any more, Matham? Let me get the grapes.
The book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off?
Now listen, Obadiah is mainly talking about one particular nation. That's the nation of Esau, which is in fact the oppressor. Do I got any more comments? Any questions? Hey, shalom troops, Eastern Shore in the building. Shalom brothers and sisters. All right. I know that's yeah, troopers down south, you're. Shalom all Akim and sisters. But this in Obadiah is particularly talking about the nation of Esau, which is the oppressor, the so-called Portuguese, the so-called French, the so-called Spaniard, the oppressor, the slave master. You understand? This is what nation is being referenced in this particular passage or verse. Go ahead.
Would they have stolen till they had enough?
Like, okay, man, maybe, okay. Imagine, okay, maybe you shouldn't have, you on a lick, right? You in a lick. Okay, not gonna, all right. Typically, a robber, an ordinary robber, goes, let's say even on a minute level here. Let's say like a car diver or somebody that's in a look at a house, right? They go in this home or they go in this car, right? They just getting where they can grab the mostly on the ground levels is mainly to support a habit. Mainly. Weed addiction, cocaine addiction, crack addiction, heroin addiction. Mainly. Let's just get on the basis level, right? That fiend, let's just call it the robber, since we're minimizing it, right? And then I'll give you the bigger picture, right? They'll go into a car. They'll go into they'll go into a grocery store. They're going to a grocery store, steal batteries. There's 1,000 fiends out there selling batteries. There's 1,000 fiends right now. Go to what fiends walking outside right now selling something right now? Anybody know? Just take a walk down Utah Street right now. Somebody's selling. You know what I bought on Utah Street one time? Actually, maybe I shouldn't have shared it. I bought some goddamn jump boots on Utah Street one time. Jump boots, military grade, shined to the T, jump boots. Why is that? Because somebody had to steal them. They got to fix their habit. They got to fix they need a fix, right? That's a regular thief. Regular thief going to get something that they need. They need it right now. Boom. Okay. Fix their habit, right? There's another thief in the earth. There's another thief in the earth. It's the reason why your rent going up. It's the reason why grapes is goddamn $10 for a bag. Grapes. Great, you see grapes. Okay, I got a nice sweet tree. The kids gonna love this. You know, kids gonna love these green grapes. Oh, which one you want, sweetie? You want the green ones or you want the purple ones? You know, a healthy snack. You ain't getting candy, right? You think you're doing something good. Now you don't even want to get the goddamn grapes no more. You know, cherries coming up. It's cherry season now. $18. Bro, I just got pissed off. $18 for a goddamn pound of cherries, bro. Was it a pound? Just over. Yo, come, yo. Hold on, I gotta wipe my sweat for a second, yo. Listen, bro. This is what you call extortion. This is what you call what do they call it? Highway robbery. This is what they call highway robbery. You think Biden gives a damn? You think Kamala gives a damn? Kamala talking about we're not going back. We're not going back. Y'all get the chant. Y'all get the chant. She say some clever stuff on stage. We're not going back. Yo, I see this. I see y'all. I see y'all niggas, yo. You're a joke. You're a joke. You fall for the okie doke every time. Hey, you got the scripture, right, Bakar? Hey, Mathung, give me this. Give me choose a don't set a man over you unless of you. Give me that one. Please finish that.
If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
Even a addict has sympathy for who they stealing from. But this devil, he's such an extortionist that he doesn't even allow you the opportunity to buy a house. Say you just got over the crest. You got the perfect job. You got the perfect amount. Not even the perfect, just enough. Just maybe not even enough. Just enough more. Just more than before. Right? And you say, you know what, baby? I think we ain't got to rent no more. You know what? I think we can go out there and get our own. And then you go into the market and it's 53% higher. 50, more than double. And then hold up, a thumb and class. Not only more than double, we're not talking about the interest here. We're not talking about interest. We're not talking about your credit. We're not talking about what you got to pay on top of that loan. We're talking about starting. It's 53%. 5 years ago, I had a neighbor. 5 years ago, I had a neighbor move. Somebody bought the house, fixed it up. It's a nice house. Nice house, very spacious, acceptable neighborhood. He sold it for $100,000 out. That'd be like 2017. Remember that old crib over there off of Bel Air? Somebody bought the house to the right of me. It's nice home. Nice home, same as my home it was at that time. And me and my red, it was like talking to the owner. Like, man, you could have sold it for way more. I'll guarantee you that house right now is probably worth more than double. Pay me $250,000, $300,000. Talking about off of Bella, around Bella and Moravia. Same house. Sold it for $100,000. It's not inflation. It's extortion. A regular thief steals for necessity. This thief here, this beast, this devil, he steals for gain and power and authority, and not only for all of those things, but to oppress us. Everybody understand? Let's read that one more time.
The book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 5. If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night.
If robbers by night, they going out. Listen, I don't want to get too much up, but okay, how can I? Okay. You gotta, okay. You gotta imagine these scenarios. And you don't gotta be too theatrical about it, because we know brothers, we know sisters in the world, okay? They out in the whip, you know what I'm saying? All right, we gotta get some bread, boom. Like put it in real life terms, right? Put it in real life terms. If robbers at night, you hit a caper at night because you under the cover of what? Under the cover of darkness. Everybody understand? This is like the picture is being painted here because of, and we can relate to that, right? You're not car diving in the midday. You know what I mean? Go ahead, one more time, Bakar.
If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night.
Go ahead.
How art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough?
Are they like, all right, we good, yo, let's go, let's run. Boom, they out. They ain't trying to get caught. One, they ain't trying to get caught. One, they got enough. Hey, boom, you had something? Always there's somebody, but there's a particular person that's greedy. And every heist movie you see, there's a white man. There's a white man in every, can I say white man on the internet? There's a white man in every, trying to get over. Going to turn on somebody. That's their nature. And that's their nature in the corporate world. Them people that's sitting over in them big rooms over Target, they say, you know what, now's our chance to capitalize. All those big dealerships, they saying now it's our chance. Not even the dealerships, not even the dealers, but the banks. The banks. Yo. You go ahead, yeah, Jay. Okay, so you know. You know you can get them a lower interest rate. You can give them, they credit good, they got a good credit report, they paying on time. You gonna come late sometime. Oh, sir, you got a couple late payments here, so your credit, I don't know your credibility. So now you got a 30% APR, interest through the roof. But ma'am, I make this amount of money and I can afford this. But you missed this payment here, and I don't know about. You got the banker talking to the goddamn other banks. And you just sitting waiting. Oh, this is the offer. It's you know how embarrassing that is? You trying to buy a goddamn car, you trying to buy a house, you trying to buy something that costs a lot of money. You didn't put yourself in a position to afford something for once. And they like, no. And they say no? Bro. Now you want to be one of the at night niggas and shit. It's a lot because you can't afford it. It's loggy. You know what I mean? Go ahead, please. Yeah.
If the grape gatherers
And-
came to thee,
And my bad for holding y'all so long too. Go ahead.
would they not leave some grapes?
You gonna leave AO like a regular cat, especially if it's your own. Especially if it's your own. You wanna be like, yo, let's roll. We good. Leave that. Don't do that. Boom, let's roll. We out. Everybody understand? But this cat, this particular thief, this particular criminal, he don't think like that. He don't operate. The oppressor has no integrity. He has no morals. Even a junkie would say no. Even somebody that's oppressed down to the residue. That's on it. I'm gonna tell my gosh, we out of here. I see. I got you. Even that's down to the residue. It'd be like, you know what? I can't do that. I got what I need. I'm out. Boom. Let's roll. Gas up the car. We out. You understand? But the oppressor, his nature is to grind you down into the residue. We think that this oppression that we in right now, that this Great Depression that we in right now, is not good, it's great. Right? We think it's a light thing. We think it's just by chance. We think, oh, we just in a bad time. This is not by mistake. It's not by mistake the housing market is ridiculous. It's not by mistake that buying the car is like not even an option at this point. It's like we can't comprehend that we're being drugged through the mud. We can't see it. So you know what we do because we can't see it, because we so stuck in this state? We go get out and vote.
Right.
We turn that TV on and we say, USA, USA, USA. We're in the neck of thine enemy. We're engulfed. We're invested. We can't see the crimes being committed against the black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man. We're too invested. We're too engulfed in it, man. And because of that, our leaders, the people we look up to for protection and guidance and morality, they will allow this thief. They'll allow this thief to come in our communities, right? And extort us and rip us apart They allowed that thief in. They allowed him in. We had black car dealerships, black banks that would give loans, reasonable loans. No, we wanted to go to Wells Fargo. Oh, my bad. Wachovia. Was it Wachovia before? What was it? What was before Wells Fargo? It was Wachovia? No, it was Wells Fargo. What was before Wells Fargo? Damn. Hold up. I gotta get this. My head gonna explode if I don't get it right now.
First National?
No. Northwest National Bank. But it was something else before that. It was Wachovia. It was Wachovia. I was tripping. But our leadership has allowed this thief to come in. We had our own black banks. What if you can go down the street from the school, from right where we at? Let me go down. What's the street down the street from here? I'm gonna go down to Dundalk Avenue. Go to the Bank of Mathumshakalia. I'm gonna talk to the lead teller, Mathumshakalia. Salakia, sir, Mathumshakalia. I'm looking to buy a house, sir. I'm looking to buy. Can I get a car loan? I make this. You know what Mathumshakalia gonna say? He gonna look at my credit history. Yeah, I know sometimes you get late. Sometimes I get that. Cause you know why? Cause Mathumshakalia is black like me. He came from the same cloth like me, right? And then Mathumshakalia gonna see how much you getting in a month. Okay, I see. Okay, you getting the increase. And say, I see you working on the side, so you got two forms of income. Okay, you know what we're gonna do for you? You're gonna do 10% APR, which is affordable. We're gonna do this, that. You know why? Well, you can't do that no more though. There's no black banks. Thank Martin Luther King for that. This is my last scripture. Hey, I'm gonna get my part too in. But I'm Salaki, okay? You had me 2 weeks in a row. You deprived me. So no, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go next week. I'm gonna go to following. But let me get Isaiah 9 and 16. No, I don't want that. I want the one at 59. The one when it talks about the is it 56? 56 and 9? Watchmen are blind. Is it 50? It might be 56 and 9.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
It's 10, it's actually 10.
Start at 9 though.
Sorry, 9. Isaiah chapter 56, verse 9. All ye beasts of the field.
All ye beasts of the field. Who are the beasts of the field? Beasts of the field is Kamala Harris. Beasts of the field are Donald Trump. Beasts of the field are Joe Biden. You understand? The other nations are the beasts of the field. The beasts of the field, what do they do to us? Go ahead.
Come to devour.
They come to devour us. And recognize this, Akim and Akwathian. It's not just in one way. Warfare is more than just, cannons and cannon fodder and arrows. Warfare is psychological warfare. Warfare is chemical warfare. Warfare is more than what we think war is. They come to devour. That Arab chicken shop on your corner is warfare. That Chinese soul food spot, yo. Yo, I went to a goddamn what is it? Lake trout. What is it called? Trout something on Liberty Road up there in Reynoldstown. What is it? Man, it was gross. That's warfare. Psychological warfare is what? What they put in the entertainment industry. On your BET and your VH1 and your MTV. That's psychological warfare. It's so much warfare against the black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man is ridiculous. You understand? You got any more warfare? The chemical warfare, the heroin, the crack, the cocaine. That's a chemical warfare. Go ahead. Oh, listen, hold up. That ain't here by mistake. Them Arabs make sure, oh, y'all talking about all this Allah Akbar and Assalamu Alaikum. Them Arabs make sure that crack and heroin get here. Go, listen, your main, and any city you in, any major city you in right now, your connect is in the major mosque. Your connect for them pills and that heroin and that black tar heroin is in the mosque. 100%. 100% no doubt. Everybody recognize? I mean, can we recognize and understand that? Or what? Right. Them Arabs is, some stereotypes is true. Why are they not stereotyped as heroin dealers? They made sure your uncle is doped up. They make sure your father and your mother are addicts and you get exploited. Listen, don't give your class away, okay? It's a lot. You're right. They are Confederate. And you can bring this out, this very scripture too. They come to devour. Let me get off because I'll go into a whole nother class. We got 5 minutes literally. But what we don't recognize and understand is this, right? These other nations, right? They have proven their alliance against us. Not necessarily proven their alliance for Edom, but they've proven their alliance against us along with Edom. You know what I mean? Arabs ain't fucking with Edom. Chinese ain't messing with Edom. But they surely ain't messing with you. Let's finish this off, Madam Salaki, for rambling. I'm tired. Please, let's just finish it. We'll finish it.
Yeah. Beasts in the forest.
And the forest, go ahead.
His watchmen are blind.
The watchmen are blind. This is the reason I went here. The watchmen are Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, and all these big-headed Negroes, and Mayor Brandon Scott. I know he meant well in the beginning. He had the afro. He got an afro. How can you pick against the afro? And we all fell for it. Go ahead.
They are all ignorant.
All of them. All of them. That's what I was so young in the church. I wasn't even in church at the time. I had like a little bit of faith in America. Well, they got him. He running. You know, he running. He talking about free healthcare. I was gullible. Go ahead.
They are all dumb dogs.
All of them, they in the system. Let a nigga like me, I'm gonna go ahead and run for mayor. Well, how about that? No, I'm gonna get gobbled up just like what's his name? Just like the Afro Man. Go ahead. That's his nickname. That's his. Every time I say Afro Man, no, I'm talking about man. Yeah, that's silly as hell. No. Go ahead.
They cannot bark, sleeping, lying down.
Meaning they can't warn Baltimoreans. They can't warn Baltimoreans about lost wages. They can't warn Baltimoreans about the class I did a couple weeks back about misappropriated funds and the educational system and the hand picked from the governor, from the mayor's office, nonprofit programs, money going down the drain, right?
Right?
They can't bark. They can't warn us. You understand? Please read on.
Loving to slumber.
They chilling. And man got the gig of the city. Imagine growing up Baltimore. You the boss of Baltimore. And that's he want more though. He want that lieutenant governor. He want to be the governor of Maryland. That's the goal. And then after that, Senate. What did Governor Hogan run from? Did he run for Senate? Is he running for Senate right now?
They was talking about he wanted to run for president.
That was a rumor. That was a rumor. I heard that in Josh Spiegel News also.
He didn't want to run against.
He wanted to get Trump. Yeah. Wise. I thought he was running for Senate or something like that.
He wanted to run for president.
He never.
He jumped from governor because he wanted to jump into that presidential race.
If anybody, he had a chance though. If anybody else, he had a chance.
Trump came back heavy, and that's when everybody started.
Backing out. Even the vice president, he was saying F Trump. No, not Pence. The new one he's running his running mate now.
J.D.
Vance, he was like F Trump, I'll never be a Trump. You heard that audio? Oh my, when I heard that, I was like, yeah.
But remember, he was against Trump all these last couple of years. The whole time he ran, he was against Trump.
It's 9 o'clock. Let's finish this last scripture. Let's just finish the scripture, and then we'll end it.
And the 10, you want to go to 11?
It goes all the way down.
Okay. Verse 11. Yea, they are greedy dogs.
Greedy dogs. Greedy dogs, you understand? They just in it for the bread. Go ahead.
Which can never have enough.
And not only the politicians, but the pastors too. Go ahead. See, Creflo Dollar said he had one plane, the plane broke down. He said, listen, I gotta give me another plane. That's what he said. You heard. Go ahead.
And they are shepherds that cannot understand.
They don't understand the Bible. They don't understand affliction. They don't understand poverty. They don't understand desolence. They understand their bank account, though. Go ahead.
They all look to their own way.
Go ahead. They don't look to his God. They don't look to the Lord. They don't look to the Bible for solutions. Go ahead.
Everyone for his gain.
For his gain. This is going to help my political career. This is going to help my pockets. Go ahead.
From his quarter.
From his quarter. Any more? That's it. All right. That's. And we the Israelite school. We the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started at 1 West 125th Street. Harlem, New York. We are under command of Johanna. We've been teaching this truth since 1969. That the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are, in fact, the true biblical Jews of the Bible, and that our oppressor is indeed the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand? And with that, I'm gonna bring up the prison officer, Officer Matham Shakar.
Hey, look, Cap, we both be out here working like slaves. Oh, shit. All right. It's like Cap said, right? We gotta look to our real leadership. The Most High is our real leadership. Under Commanding General Yohana, you understand? This is where we get our moral compass is this Bible, following these scriptures. That's what we have to do to get ourselves on track. We gotta trust in the Most High, not man. And with that, security announcements with the ISUPK out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from their head to speak to a brother or sister. After another 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission, or the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from their head to marry, tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10. It means 10th in the Hebrew, and it's pronounced ma'ashera. A tenth of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for the priest, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like to give. Up and coming Holy Convocation, we was at the memorial blowing of the trumpets. Memorial blowing of the trumpets was that October the 2nd? Wednesday, October the 2nd. That's a high holy day. If you can, we would love the brothers and sisters to come to the school and fellowship and see what a high holy day really is, not an unholy day. You understand? Remind Akim and Aquatium, check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for events and material. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he has to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, pants, shirt, headband, and scarf. And with that, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Imajim. Imajim Shabbat. Imajim Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbarakatah. Yad Yematah. Saw. Turn to the sisters. Sisters, stay. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Imajim. Imajim Shabbat. Imajim Barak. Yahal Shema Thumb by Shem Yahweh Shah. Yad Yematah. Class dismissed. All right.